Hi, everybody. I'm praying everybody's having a blessed day. Whoops. I just came from the church, and word today is I'm just gonna say because of the week that I've had, that I think people need to try to humble themselves more. Things are getting chaotic, but it seems like people are living out of fear and instead of I just think that it'd be easier if you just humble yourself. Then it'd be easier to not let fear or doubt or a lot of bull crap. I'm a no nonsense person, so let a lot of unnecessary crap control you. So also I see some people have issues with going to church, but I think that I just know for a fact that all churches aren't the same. No two people are the same, period. So I disagree with not going to church if you find the right church to go to, where you're learning the truth and they're not feeding you a bunch of crap. And these days it's hard to find those. Let's see. Okay, so what is this for? That's for. Okay, I got it. Okay. I think I need to keep the box. But it's important to go to church to me so that way you can congregate with others. I think that's very, very important. Okay, before I do anything, I have to read the instructions because I'm old school. Like when I go to the church that I go to, First Presbyterian Church, in Gulfport, I'm learning a lot. So it's like I'm not just learning. I'm learning during Bible study. I'm learning during even when they have Wednesday night studies. Learning something new even in church. You know what I'm saying? We can never learn too much or know too much, and we're not going to remember everything we learn anyway. So I think that it's good to try to be involved in something that's higher than yourself, that you're not just learning on your own. Because sometimes when we learn stuff or learn on our own, we can miss out on other things because other people can teach us different things. Just like on YouTube. Other social media apps, I don't know. I don't use any other social media apps besides YouTube. So, and I'm rarely on there to make videos because I'm working, and then when I'm not working, I like my downtime, So, don't know why I got the cheese toast because I can't even. But another thing is church can open up different avenues, different doors. You never know who you might meet or who might know something that you need or something that you're trying to do might, if they don't know it, they know somebody who will. That's another thing. So it's a good place to spiritually network, but you know, and everything that starts in the spirit ends up in the physical too. So I think that's a good place to network as well, especially if you're trying to do everything that you're supposed to do through Christ. So and then I'm praying that people stop unnecessarily, like I can't tell anybody what to do, but can't nobody tell me to stop praying for people. I work at the dry cleaners. I pray for over everybody's clothes, that whoever touches that, such and such, such and such. But that's my thing, you know what I'm saying? That's why I like hospitality, because they don't have to know that you're praying for them, but you are, you know what I'm saying? And everybody needs prayer. I don't care what nobody say, whether they believe in God or they believe in prayer or not. Point blank, period. So I just pray that people find more peace in their hearts, so they're not stubborn too stubborn to learn things, you know. Also, I have a big bowl for the bowl. Also, I've been reading some books. So I'm going to share the books I've been reading to you in just a second. Trying to multitask here. And I still got a regular broom. I'm so old school, it ain't even funny. And I'm dropping stuff on the floor. I don't like that. So one of the books that I'm reading, which is really making an impact, it's called, I've read it before, but it's a really, really good read. It's called Found God's Will by John MacArthur. And it's teaching me a lot, but I do like the fact that, you know, he's also telling stories, you know. The other book, it's for girls, but whatever is spiritual, you know, it could be for girls, boys, or whatever, but even though you're grown, God said have a childlike spirit, you can still learn some stuff, you know what I'm saying? So this, What Makes You Beautiful, 20 Devotions for Girls by Kristen Wethrow. One thing I like about my church is that they have a library, and then they always have different types of books that you need for, you never know what you need, but what they put out, like they'll put out a certain amount of books. There's always something on that table that you can use. You know what I'm saying? Now, the other book that I'm reading, I've decided to read this do a Bible study with my son. I work too much, so I can't go to all the church functions, you know, book club, all that stuff, like I did before. So I'm reading this book. Whoops. The Whole Armor of God by Ian M. Duguid. And I really, really, really like this book. Me and my son is reading it. Well, I read it to him, so we do the study together. And even though, I mean, it's making an impact for him and for me, you know, so I know it'll make an impact for anybody else to read it. Also, I just got a book. Wait. My toast over. I just got a book called The Family Worship Bible Guide. So that way, when I'm done with those books and want to study with my son and start another one. But those are just some books that, maybe somebody might be interested in reading. I've seen my thing click every time somebody's going out the door. Let me see who's all hacking into my account. Ooh. ESA Connect. Green Shield, Direct Roku. 354 TP. Okay, so but I hope with everything that's going on, I know a lot of people are living in fear and are being confused about a lot of different things. For what I would say is, don't believe everything that you hear. Find a little circle of people on the internet that that are being truthful, because whatever they're saying is producing fruit. Whatever they're saying ends up happening. It doesn't have to be prophetic, but just someone that's knowledgeable about what's going on and who's been doing their research. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very, very picky about who I watch. I don't hardly watch very many people at all. Matter of fact, a lot of the people that I used to watch still, I guess, think that I'm watching their videos, but because when I'm scrolling, I could see them. So, but and not saying nothing negative about them or anything like that. It's just that with growth, some things you let go and some things you don't need anymore, and some things you do need. You know what I'm saying? Because people change and things change, information change, and if someone's not changing with it, then that means there is no growth. And I'm the type of person that I'm always moving forward, not backwards. So, but what I can still say is, oops, keep trying to be positive, so that way you can vibrate on a higher vibration. Don't let the negativity in, because there is so much of it in personal lives, spiritual lives, on social media, in other people's lives. I just stay in my own lane. You know what I'm saying? What I do when people try to bring drama to me is I just cut it off, nip it in the bud. I learn how to tune people out, and I'm a woman of few words. I don't argue with anybody. I'll walk away and let them argue by themselves, because I think arguing is stupid. But I really think that church is very important. Even though a lot of people are talking bad about churches and everything, like there is some churches that I would never go to. But the thing is, I don't go by what other people say. Like, nobody can tell me anything about somebody else. Nobody can tell me anything about another place. I'm that one, like people said I'm hard headed, got a soft behind, but it's not that. I'm stubborn in my own right, for the simple fact that I don't judge a book by its cover. I need to experience it or know for myself, because whatever is not good for somebody else don't mean it's not good for me. You feel what I'm saying? And vice versa. So, And I know about the New World Order stuff. I spoke about that. A lot of stuff I spoke about a long time ago. And now everybody's seeing that all that stuff is coming to pass. It's not witchcraft. It's not voodoo. It's not none of this crazy mess. It's just speaking the truth. It's point blank period. You know what I'm saying? I'm making a salad in a pot because I forgot to get big bowls. But it's okay. It'll work. Don't have the toaster, so I'm having to fry my toast. But let's see, there's something else that I really wanted to say. There's a lot of deception going on. And a lot of people need to use more discernment so that way they don't get tricked, suckered in, fall for the traps, or because of someone else's agenda. You know what I'm saying? And I've told people this times and time again. This is why I disconnect from everybody, for not just from everybody, but you know what I'm saying? I just cannot be around everybody. Point blank period. I don't like everybody in my energy. You know what I'm saying? It's not that people is stealing my energy or taking my energy or using my energy or anything like that. I don't like to feel their energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. And you got to use discernment because some people are living on demon time, like big time. Don't even know that they got these demons are controlling them. You know what I'm saying? And the demons that are controlling them, there's other higher up demons controlling them, and higher up demons controlling them. It's like the puppet master, the puppeteer, the puppeteer, the puppet, the such and so on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not with all that. Yeah. I detached for a lot of different reasons. And another reason is, even since I was a young girl, I'm not going to be treated a certain way. No one's going to treat me just any kind of way. I don't care who it is. It can't be my parent. It can't be my nobody, period. You know what I'm saying? So I know my worth. I know who I am. I can't nobody tell me that. I know where I've been, where I'm going to. You know what I'm saying? I just don't listen to a lot of outside nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Because don't nobody know you like you know you. Can't nobody tell you about yourself more than somebody else. Now they can tell you some little things, you know what I'm saying? But when you get down to it, the big major thing, no, can't nobody tell you about, because you're not going to tell everybody every single thing about yourself. Not nobody in this world, not one person is going to tell everybody every single thing about themselves because they can't remember everything. Sometimes we can forget things and about our own selves, and then it'll come up when something happens or someone says something or something like that. And you know what I'm saying? Like you can surprise yourself about your strength, how strong you are. You might have think that, oh yeah, I was stronger when I was younger, but now I got to this point and all that stuff, and you just forgot how strong you are. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good example of that. I want to stop putting my hands up because everybody talk about the crescent moon and the M and everything. I got both of them, but I just try not to. Um, that's another story. Never mind. Anyways, let's see what else is there. Okay, so with the frequency thing, I think people need to raise their vibrations, raise their frequencies, because if you don't, you're not gonna make it. I'm just saying, that's just real talk. You're gonna be swallowed up when. Okay, so just like in the Bible, when they're talking about, I think it's in Psalms, the gnashing of the teeth, the eating, the different beasts eating the flesh, people's flesh and stuff like that. That's real talk. That's gonna happen with that, regardless what anybody says. And I don't care where you go or where you hide. Even if you hide in bunkers underneath the ground, don't you know that there's creatures that's living underneath the ground? There's nowhere you can hide that nothing can't get to you, nothing can't reach you, can't penetrate you. You know what I'm saying? And this is spiritual. So you need to get yourself right. Get yourself right, get your soul together, get your spirit together, you know what I'm saying? And make sure that you are operating on a higher frequency, a higher vibration. And another thing, you don't have to tell everybody what you're doing. You ain't got to tell everybody what you're thinking. As a matter of fact, these days it's not good at all. You know what I'm saying? Keep your circle real small, very small. And you got a lot of people out here that's going to, and the reason why I say that, because I never thought that I have so many people trying to act like me, be like me, imitate me, copy me, or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't pay attention to people like that at all. I don't even notice them because the vibration is so low, and I don't relate to anybody that tries to be anything that they're not. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a big person on respect, on self-respect, and I notice people energy. Like if you got self-respect and you're being authentic and genuine, I'm gonna notice you off top. I'm gonna notice you. You know what I'm saying? So all this other stuff that people be doing, I don't be noticing that, and I really don't be caring. You know what I'm saying? Because that's their personal problem. I'm not gonna tell somebody else, well, don't be like this or don't be like that. I'm just telling everybody that you need to be yourself and you need to be genuine. You need to be authentic. Anything less than that is fake. Period. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. You're not real. Trying to be something that you're not is a facade. You know what I'm saying? But oh, and two, I want to say this because I noticed that a lot of people are caring what other people think about them. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Get out your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it, because if you get too far in your emotions, you get too far from God. You know what I'm saying? And you got God up in here, so that means you're getting too far from yourself. So don't do that. You can get lost in what other people are saying about you, and then that starts playing in your mind and your heart, your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Mess with your energy, your vibration, and your frequencies, and just be all. And man, you can't let anything get in. Maybe little pieces of stuff will get in, but not the whole package. And you can't deal with like a not a full deck. You know what I'm saying? A card, you gotta have all your cards. So um, that's something too. And to the people that are my enemies, you're my enemies because you chose to be, not because I chose you to be. So, and then not for anything that I've done, but because you chose to be for whatever reason. I have a forgiving heart. I forgive everybody, but I'm not going to keep repeating that. I don't like repeating myself about anything. That's another thing. I say it once and that's it. You know what I'm saying? You take it or you don't have to take it. I don't care. Either way, that's your personal problem. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? To each his own. And I'm not being hard or nothing like that. I'm just being myself. I'm just being real because, I mean, that's how I feel for people to treat me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I treat everybody with respect until they disrespect me. Then it's done. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no respect for you. There's nothing you can say to me. There's nothing. We don't have need to have no conversations. We don't even need to be around each other. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter at home, at church, at work. It doesn't matter. That's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? So if I avoid somebody, it's definitely not for because I'm scared. That's the last thing. Never been scared of nobody. Don't matter who it is. But it just means that I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to like everybody. God loves you. So, you good. But I don't have to like you. I don't have to like anybody if I don't want to. But people, the only reason I don't like people is because they'll give me a reason to. And then it doesn't take too many times for someone to cross me or stab me in the back or anything like that for me to just be done. You know what I'm saying? I don't care whether it's blood, um, um, any kind of types of family because I've been in foster care. So it doesn't matter what type of family, what type of group or association or whatever. It's finito. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? If I could do that with my parents, then of course I could do it with anybody else. I'm just saying. I don't need all that. I've never needed all that. Nobody needs all that. You know what I'm saying? And as you get older, you'll figure it out, find out that you don't need all that. You don't even want all that because you can't do nothing with that. You feel what I'm saying? That's no growth. That means somebody, whoever it is trying to keep you stagnated in a place where they want you to be, where they are. So just think to yourself that sometimes you outgrow people. Some people want to stay where they are and other people want to keep going. Me, in my whole life, I just keep going. You know what I'm saying? And I just use them people as stepping stones because they're laying down in front of me trying to block my way. So I just step over them and or step on them and keep going. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, not trying to, when I say step on them, it's because you're too close or I can't even step over you. So I'm going to it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They're putting themselves in that situation and where they shouldn't be. That's why people need to stay in their own lane. I always stay in my own lane. Always. So, like I said, I'm a no nonsense type of person. It's just too much bullfoolery, bull crap going on. You know what I'm saying? People is not real like they used to be and authentic like they used to be, and it's I don't know, make it hard to find friends or hard to find people to talk to or you know what I'm saying? Can't even kick it with people these days because everybody is on something, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about just drugs, we're gonna get on that too. The drugs, the alcohol. This day and age, I don't see like to me, if you want that stuff, then you scared of what's fixing to happen. And you don't want you're being too lazy to try to get yourself right and fix whatever issues you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Or you just want to be on drugs and you just don't give a crap. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm just gonna die and I'm just gonna whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I just say, that's another thing. When you on drugs, anybody you can buy you, sell you, do whatever they want. Trust and believe that. Okay. And what else? Yeah, I think I already said don't believe what everybody say. Don't trust nobody. Trust yourself. Trust God. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, if you lack discernment, work on your intuition. You know what I'm saying? Um, and definitely work on that discernment though, because that's right there is what you're gonna need. we in the days, but I'm saying that discernment is really what you don't need more than your intuition. Real talk. You really need both of them, but that discernment is what you really, 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 really don't need. Um, because the devil is confusing people out to steal, kill, and destroy. But before he do that, he separates people. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm separated, but at the same time, I know the devil was already separating me from my family. So, and I seen that years ago. So that's why I made sure that I told my mom to tell the family something so that way they don't connect with me because of the things that's been going on. You know what I'm saying? So I just yeah, I sometimes you just gotta disconnect yourself completely, and sometimes that's for the best. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what's best for you. No one's gonna live your life the way you're gonna live your life. No one's gonna do for you the way you're gonna do for you, the way God's gonna do for you. You know what I'm saying? And if you're by yourself, then you got to. I mean, you need to depend on God first and foremost, anyway. But if you're by yourself, you damn sure need to be got God and I mean be doing right and get God in your corner. You know what I'm saying? Well, He's there for you anyway, but you gotta let Him in all the way in, not just part of the way, like all the way in. And He will protect you from these things that's gonna happen. But you got to believe. You can't just be faking a funk and just like okay, like half stepping. Oh yeah, I trust sometimes, but I don't trust all the time, or I believe sometimes, but I'm not gonna believe all the time. I'm living proof that God is real. All the stuff that I've been through, and I'm still here, and I'm doing it on my own. And I was doing it on my own when I was young too. Come on now, like real talk. People said that I should be dead by now. The doctor said I should be dead by now. You know, but I'm still here, living, kicking. So, but that's because I put all my trust in God, and He is carrying me when I can't do stuff. He is handling it for me. You know what I'm saying? When I don't even know what's going on, things in the background He got going on. You know what I'm saying? That's just how good He is. Like for real, for real. Everybody keep wondering, well, how does she know this? How does she know that? The Holy Spirit, man. That's what I'm saying. Karma is my friend. We like this. Believe that. She could be your enemy or she could be your best friend. And karma is my best friend. And that's facts. And I'm not gloating. I'm not, what's the name of it? But I'm telling you, because the way everybody could be, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Like I'm spiritually rich, you know what I'm saying? So everything in the spirit is more important than anything in the physical. But everything things in the spirit manifests in the physical. Do you feel what I'm saying? So, but you just got to have faith. You got to do the work. You got to carry your cross. You know what I'm saying? And then too, it's very important if like the people that you're around, whatever you learn, you need to teach it to them. Not no bad and negative stuff, because then that's just gonna make you just a worst of the worst. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? You're being less than yourself, and you're even lesser teaching somebody else how to be less than themselves. You know what I'm saying? And you're not supposed to be going. We came from dirt. We're not supposed to be trying to go back to dirt. You're supposed to be trying to elevate, be more. You know what I'm saying? That's what God wants us to be. But you can't just be just stuck in la la land or just stuck in oblivious and not even trying. You know what I'm saying? That's just Lord. That means you're not even stuck in limbo, but like you already put yourself in purgatory. You just you're walking dead. You know what I'm saying? Because and that you're gonna be eaten by these different creatures. So you know what I'm saying? You're still in your own deal, and you need to do better, be better. Don't talk about it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Walk it, live it, breathe it, be it. So What else? I swear I feel like I'm talking to some children right now sometimes, because these are things that I done said a long time ago when nobody wanted to watch the videos. But at the same time, this is just real talk. And y'all know it. Straight up. These are things that I live by, that I do, that I, know and see, and also seeing other people do. And they're, you know what I'm saying? Spiritually on a higher level, you know what I'm saying? And some people can't handle all of that. But at the same time, you never know how much you can handle if you don't even try. If you don't even put yourself out there. You can put yourself out there to do negative stuff, to kick it with your homies, to go do laundry, to go make something to eat, to go work, to go to the store, to go to the gym, to, blase, skippy, woo woo, whatever. But you're not putting in enough time to fix yourself, heal yourself. You know what I'm saying? Do some shadow work. Whatever it is you got to do, meditate, pray, study, whatever you got to do, you know what I'm saying, to do better for yourself, your mind, body, soul, and spirit, you need to put in that work. You got to carry your cross. And that's for real. People can help you, but at the end, can't nobody do it but you, because it's your soul, it's your spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's nobody else's. It's yours. And I've been like, when I was younger, hanging around with groups of people and everything, and everybody saying, "Oh, well, you chose these special, you're on a higher level," and all this different stuff like that. And I'm talking to these people, these young people, my friends, and telling them, some people listening, some people not. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that's not is the ones that that end up getting left behind, that we had to let go out the group, because we're upgrading and they're not trying at all. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly how life works. Because life keeps going. Time keeps going. It don't matter where you at or what time, everything's going to keep on going, regardless whether you are or not. You know what I'm saying? People are going to keep on growing, whether you are trying to or willing to or not. And that's just real talk, you know what I'm saying? So I hope everybody learned something. My stomach is touching my back right now, so I'm fixing to get something to eat, some salad, some toast, and call it a day, because I got some business to take care of. Yes, indeed. But anyways, I hope everybody have a blessed day. I know there's some things that I left out, but you could say that for another day. You gotta be. But anyways, you guys have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you mañana.